Okay, now we are in the sysimport convert. And convert is an interesting, all it does is take a lead and convert it into the contact, account, and object trilogy. And it sounds really daunting, but in fact, in Salesforce, it's crazy simple. All we did here was, the first thing I did was I said, well, first of all, I got to get a pointer to the lead that was found. So I say, go select on it and get it for me where it equals emails. Okay, email address, and is converted as false. Okay, so go get me that lead that was found. Okay. The next thing you got to know is if a lead has an empty company, if it's null, then we got a big problem because it won't convert. It'll crash. So first thing I do is I say if it's not null, in other words, if there is data there, then let's go ahead and do it. Otherwise, it's a fatal operation. So if it's not test only, then we call the convert lead object, the convert lead routine, which is down below. Otherwise, if the company is null, we say, hey, try to convert the lead, but no company name. Okay, and we add it to the breadcrumbs, and we update a task status. So here's the actual conversion. And what I do is I say a database, the lead convert object, I spin up a new one, LC. I tell LC what the lead ID is, which I just found out above by doing my SQL select. And then I find the lead status, and I set the master label. Okay. Okie dokie. And then I do the LC. Here I have an opportunity to I have the ability to dictate what the opportunity name is going to be. If you'll recall earlier, we spent some time assembling the name of the opportunity that it should be. And remember, the opportunity is like the user's first name, last name, dash, and then the name of the course they're going to take, underline, anyway, there's a convention. And we assembled that way back in the sysimport main routine. But here we use it. Here we just say opportunity name equals string opportunity name. Okay, so we force that. And that's about the only parameter that we get to goof with in the lead convert. Everything else is pretty set on rails. And then we do the database lead convert, and that's it. We've done it. And it takes all the data that was in the lead, and it jams it into the new trilogy of contact, account, and opportunity. Now the other problem we have is this. Remember that I brought incoming data in from our other system, which generates the data and drops the CSV file. I brought data in from the California server, and all I've done so far is to take whatever was existing in Salesforce and convert it up into a contact, account, and opportunity. But I've got all this new data that's coming in that even though I've done the convert, I still have another job to do. I have to go back, grab the new data, and push that into the new trilogy. So that's where I do the update existing trilogy now that we have an existing trilogy because we did the convert. Okay. So here we go get a pointer to the newly created contact. Remember, there wasn't a contact before. This is our first opportunity to find out about that new opportunity, to find out what the ID was. I also have to find out the ID that was the ID and get a pointer to the newly created account. The paint's not even dry on these things yet. They just got created. Now, the other thing that I'm going to do is, so basically then I'm going to take, once I know the address of the account, I'm going to grab all the variables, and these are all in sysimport settings. Remember, this is the central repository, and I'm going to push these into the account object. If it's registered, I do it this way. If it's applied, I do it this way. Remember, it can run in two different modes. And then I just say update. Now that I've set all the variables, I push them into the account object. Next, I do the same thing for the contact objects. This is for the registered guys, and this is for the applied guys. Subtle differences. And then once all the C's are done, I update. Okay. And then finally, I do a little bit of stuff here where I update balances and I stamp things as paid. We're talking about the opportunity object now. And then I set all the opportunity variables, or if it's applied, I set them this way. And then I update the opportunity. And now I'm done. Get birth date is kind of a pain because the birth date data comes in as a string, as a simple string. And Salesforce is not okay with that. They want a date instance where the variables, so I have to parse out the variables into the day, month, and year slots, and then push those into a new date object that Salesforce can ingest. And that's again, this is get date paid. This is again is chopping up a date into a new date object and so forth. That's basically what's going on here. And then this is just a repeat of the task task update little subroutine.